Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Salutations. Alright. Gonna check my chat again. Make sure it's working. There it is. Okay. Cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get back in to where we left off. Make sure my audio is working. Yes, it is. Hopefully, in a week or so, I will have my my boom mic hooked up. I'll have to probably move things around, get it to work. In rare cases, extremophile life forms can be found on otherwise uninhabitable planets and moons. Extreme mobile life forms. Gonna stream till about 11:30.
I'm just gonna wait until that drug's in production. And I'm telling everyone Percival and I saved Mars. Oh, and you, of course. Andy.
The UC Exchange is a great place. Buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
Tragedy struck a remote settlement on Tau City 2. Surprise terraform attack killed every settler. There were no survivors. The settled systems are sadly no stranger to terraform attacks, but how and why they occur is barely understood. Colonial Health and Services is holding a service for the relatives, offering their sincerest condolences. You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
All right. Okie dokie.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with others, or fulfill any spiritual needs you may have.
I hope I see the day when they send people to Mars and they start to colonize it.
can I be of service, Captain?
Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
If you're watching later, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more streams and stuff from me.
There's a lot of crowds in New Atlantis. I wonder if I should install a tracking device on you so you don't get lost.
Oh, Lord. Mainstream is Saturdays and Sundays.
Captain, over here.
I'll have to adjust my time on my YouTube channel, but mostly during the week, you know, since I'm playing video games anyway, I might as well go ahead and stream. A couple hours, maybe an hour and a half in the morning, an hour and a half, or 2 hours at night before I go into work. I'll stream. But if I call out sick, I don't usually get on the game because I'm usually going to bed before I stream.
The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. But listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier. So, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone.
You're a clone?
Of a man named Francois Sanon.
What?
One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy. They called him Vae Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians.
Huh.
Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
You're a clone of a man. How does that work?
A non-trivial amount of gene editing. Clone, honestly, isn't even really the right term for our relationship, thanks to the amount of donor material that was required to bring me into this world. He and I are different on more than a few levels. But there's no denying the fact we're inextricably linked.
Wow. Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
This Vae Victus must have been an impressive commander for the UC to want to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war.
Damn.
The man caused a lot of death, on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
What did your father do to merit being executed?
He had his men open fire on civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne.
Damn.
A battle that he ultimately ended up losing anyway, devastating the UC fleet and bringing the Colony War to an ugly end for the UC. But he's also the one who ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport during their outbreak, condemning countless lives. Both sides agreed the settled systems would be better without him.
Wow. You're not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
So honestly, what are the risk of us accessing this data?
Eye strain from the amount of reading I've got on the horizon if we succeed. The Terramorph project never went anywhere. It couldn't. They're deadly creatures, but they aren't xenoweapons. The cabinet not opening the archives is probably a bigger risk than them handing over the files. That data itself isn't dangerous, which probably wouldn't be a bad point for us to bring up, should the opportunity arise.
Any suggestions on what I should say to the cabinet?
Well, thinking about it more, I suspect there'd be value in sharing the fact that the Terramorph project was, well, a failure. There's no need to be afraid of this data being weaponized. Knowing that should calm some of the cabinet's fears and make it easier for us to dispel any suspicions the other factions might have about our intentions.
Are you willing to tell me more about your father?
I mean, we never spent a lot of time together. He was too busy being Fleet Admiral to deal with kids. I was raised by a pair of Guardians instead. Until his defeat during the Colony War, though, he was known as an extremely effective commander. Savvy. Perceptive. That mind opened a lot of doors for him. And for me, too. But Ve Victus, for all his ability, was heartless. Ruthless to a fault. In the end, that's what cost him his life.
Your eyes, they're red. Is that a result of cloning process?
That's actually a souvenir from my time on Mars.
Oh.
The Red Devils unit I was a part of. They were founded by recruits who'd worked some of Mars' deepest mines. Folks used to adversity. The dust at those depths, it seeps into everything. The human eye included. Where the name Red Devils came from in the first place. It became an unwritten rite of passage that anyone wanting to enlist with the Devils had to do a stint in the mines before they could join up. The Devils were always talked about in such revered tones during my training, so as soon as I was old enough, I signed up. And the eyes were my parting gift.
I don't have any questions, no.
Then I guess it's just a matter of...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Sounds like our cue.
Yeah.
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard. Here on Vanguard business?
Yeah.
Stay safe.
This kind of reminds me of Mass Effect a little bit.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Hadrian made it clear that addressing the issue required the utmost urgency.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
This probably might be a good choice. We need the archival data to find a way to stop a possible terraform apocalypse.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt, the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties. Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
It wiped out a colony that never saw it coming. That's pretty alarming. I only know what I was told. It's tissue mashed ones from the Lydian.
Just taking her word for it as well, then.
Asshole Emilio!
So it would seem. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
If there's a chance what happened on Tau Ceti could happen elsewhere, we need to grant the request. Yes, if the fear is the data being weaponized, the Terraform program failed. The data is not dangerous.
I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
Well, I am not.
Well, you're a
nothing
bitch!
here to convince me that we should do anything but wait. And I will not risk galactic peace on a question of if.
Yes, a fair assessment, Chief Diplomat.
That guy needs to go sit on a pine
So
cone.
then, while the data you two have presented is compelling, I think we can safely say it's insufficient for the level of action you've requested. Perhaps once we... What was that?
Attention. Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
Got it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there.
You guys gonna get out of the way? Good lord. Let's get off the elevator, but not completely, and stand in the way. Because we can.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
That's it. Now use everything you've got.
Stop! We're trying to help you!
Please! I can't stop!
What are you doing? EM fire, Captain!
EM fire. ain't got a whole lot of ammo. EM weapon collected. Oh, okay. I thought I automatically equipped it. Oops. I don't see it. I need to sell some stuff. Equip followers with EM weapons to engage non-lethally. How do you do that? I only picked up one gun.
What can I do for you, Captain? What Of course!
It won't let me do it.
Back to work, then.
I don't know how you're supposed to give them non-lethal guns. Inspect, favorite drop, compare equipped, sort name. I don't see it.
Don't kill them!
trying to reload the last save. Whew, God, I am sweating to the oldies in here. I gotta get me a fan.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
Now hit him with everything you've got! We're trying to help you!
That one's not moving!
Lights out on that one!
Okay.
Thank you for what you did. We didn't want to hurt them.
The way those people were acting, I've seen this before. They were under the Terramorph's influence, weren't they?
I don't know. They were down at the port and they just started screaming. We tried to restrain them,
That's all
get
your
them on
chat.
the train to get them out of harm's way, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain them fast enough. They just started firing on us. People we knew. They went berserk.
Kind of like that movie 28 Days Later.
Projection. Some Terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people
See that
just
movie, Shane?
lose control, turn against everyone around them, even if they don't want to.
28
They're
Days
like
Later?
a puppet. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're going to need to be real careful with our fire, and keep that EM weapon at the ready.
If so excuse me. If someone comes at me, I'm putting them down. Are you suggesting Terramorphs can control someone's mind? So does this mean I need to worry about you turning on me?
I honestly was just wondering the same thing. But no, you don't need to worry about me. I've had a Terramorph try it on me before. I'm not susceptible.
Oh.
So we'll just have to make sure to watch out for each other down there.
Are you suggesting Terramorphs can control someone's mind?
I'm not suggesting. It's documented behavior. The result of the projection, though, can vary wildly. Some folks just shrug it off.
Cool.
Others hallucinate. And some lose control altogether. They'll lash out at anyone around them, but still be aware while they're doing it.
Does it make them
Those
horny,
cases,
baby?
You'll
Yeah.
either need to knock them out with EM fire, or free them by killing the Terramorph.
Does it make them horny, baby? Yeah. Shug me now and shug me later, baby. Yeah. Sounds like we need to hustle, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby.
Nat's unlocked. Please, do what you can to help them.
I don't think she was wearing any makeup. She looked very bland. Hey, baby. I need to get those movies in my library on Voodoo. I hadn't watched Austin Powers in forever.
No time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM.
It said I should give people who are following me an EM gun. How do you give whoever's following you an EM gun? Like the adoring fan, he's carrying a silencer pistol with lethal rounds. And I don't see anywhere in the settings where you can change their weapon unless I give him a gun that I pick up later. But right now I only have this one. Like trade with him and just hope that he uses it instead of his own pistol.
Pull some firepower. Let's move.
Sir, yes, sir!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
This reminds me of Mass Effect for some reason.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
I ain't got no help. Be nice if they'd give you like some health packets and shit before you start going to for like an big battle like this.
Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move.
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
When your nose is kind of runny, you might think it's funny, but it's not.
You might back up. Don't just stand there. Good.
I probably need to favorite that gun.
Put down. Captain, it's going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that sword.
It's mind controlling me, but why is it attacking me? I think it's dead, Jim. Membrane.
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the
I always wanted to have a membrane in my pocket.
Our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
You give him a gun and then equip it while it's in his inventory. So I give him my gun and then equip it while it's okay. So I gotta find another non-lethal gun and give it to him.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
My dick is huge. You don't have to worry about me. Yeah. And you're sure you're not going to turn on us while you're out there?
We're not afraid. But we'll stay here and hold the line if that's what you want. You're the experts. Roger that. We're on you.
I hate false alarms. Gotta stay sharp.
Surely I can't give him my gun and then take it back. I need some health. That guy got tossed around like a ragdoll. Let's see what's in here real quick. Nothing. Gotta love Bethesda games. Followers coming you and just stand there in the archway of the door and not moving. Classic Lydia. I wish I could Fusro Gollum. Almost like a scarecrow's tear toxin. Man, this thing loves me.
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
Nothing's gonna save you.
They didn't give us much of a choice.
Jeez. Why is health med pack so limited? Why isn't there no health packets laying around anywhere for me to pick up? It's like, they're just saying good luck. I'm going to turn it down to very easy for a moment. Because I'm not going to get past this much. You know, hardly.
Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
An evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
Damn paparazzi!
Paparazzi. Oh, here's a health packet right here. Just one.
You might back up. Don't just stand there.
Closer.
Oh, God. Captain! You're going to be okay. It's not real. Whatever you're experiencing right now, it's not real. We have to put down that door.
remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more of my men. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Heard you might be looking for some backup.
You two have any experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight.
Yeah.
Might make you more liability than asset.
Wife's told me.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us. Roger that. We're on you.
Anyone nosing around here's gotta have a death wish.
Be nice if I could pick up some ammo and shit. Hello? Why aren't they following me?
This is so cool. Certainly. I consider myself the curator of your item museum.
Thank you, baby. How do I look at his inventory? Maybe I should have equipped it before giving it to him. Frontier, that's my ship.
Trading random...
Oh, here we are.
That was a good talk. It'll be hard to top it, but you always manage.
There they go. Good old Bethesda. Micro gun. Well, those guys didn't last long. Crazy and annoying if when he did that fear toxin on your character, you lose control of your character and attack your allies for a moment.
Help! They're gonna kill us. Please, help!
Goodness.
All wrapped up.
I'm about to run out of ammo.
We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
Our people weren't so lucky.
No. Their sacrifice wasn't in vain. The city's safe now.
The few protecting the many.
And it would have been plenty more if it hadn't been for the two of you. The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
My question is, how are these terramorphs getting on other planets? How are they getting here? And that one we fought or dealt with on the other planet.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Ooh, I didn't realize I had that. I just said microgun, but I didn't know what it was. Man.
let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, there you are. I believe we have some things we should discuss.
You've got the Cabinet's full backing to prevent more attacks. Understand?
Captain, Hadrian, it would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
I take my gratitude in credits, real estate, and luxury goods. Better late than never, I suppose. Agreed, thank you.
Of course. I only wish we could have acted sooner.
Me too.
Now, after today's events, the Cabinet has decided to revisit its previous decision. We will be supporting your collection of the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major.
Wow.
As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
If you're sure that it's the wisest course of action.
We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. So, will you help us?
You can count on me, man.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Damage to the
I could use a whole bunch of ammunition and health, please.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting a plan together for that data.
I need to sell some shit. I'm like 4 points overweight.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said, top minds were on it.
Top minds were on it. It's more of the journey to enter, anyway.
Yes, sir. Consider it done. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also told the President wants us to get you into the Armistice archives ASAP. So, we've got no time to waste. You know what the archives are, correct?
Where the UC keeps all their secrets on how to kill Freestar citizens?
Last I checked, it takes two parties to fight a war. But, since you're such an expert,
I'm sure you also know it's supposed to be managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Faroon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Faroon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
Electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentanol.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore of House Faroon?
Tell me about Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar Collective.
The good Ambassador Radcliffe.
Gotta get some more coffee.
She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Nobody can be that stubborn. New Atlantis was just attacked.
Never underestimate the universe's ability to surprise. That's why we have Plan B. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
What?
Report suggests there's a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for intel. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Any other things I should avoid doing inside the embassy?
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone.
Damn.
If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
Damn. I was so wanting to like pull some teeth out of people's mouths with like a pair of pliers or something. Well, that's all the info I need for the moment on Ambassador Radcliffe.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
Tell me about Ambassador Balmore of House Faroon.
Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
Hmm.
When the rest of House Faroon retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Faroon thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Okay. Had to get me some more coffee. Why? What's wrong with the House Varun?
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
I'm sure he can be reasoned with. House Varun are people, just like us.
Of course. But there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive.
Really?
His public appearances were always rare. But it's been several years now since he last poked his head out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
Well, here's hoping we're not chasing a corpse.
It would at least be a speedier negotiation.
Right.
But I, of course, hope the ambassador is alive and well. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you.
Great.
And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
She said duty.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind. Be smart out there, Captain.
What's up, Doogie? Hadn't seen you in a hot minute. She said duty. Ah.
Pardon.
Dude, my wife and I have been sick this past week. There's some kind of weird bug going around. I didn't even go into work last night. Migraine, shivering, coughing like crazy. I don't have a temperature though. It was reading 96.5 or something, which is around average for me. It's crazy. me something real quick. I'm probably gonna do that next. Into the Unknown. Try to increase the main story a little bit. I need to go to the commercial district and sell some things I don't need anymore. I thought there were going to be more than 2 of those terraformer things.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office.
Oh,
Go
I
on
thought
through.
it was going to be going off world for the freestyle thing. Or the freestar or whatever. How's it going, Duke Hauser?
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
You're not allowed in the bathroom because you stunk it up last time. Made the wallpaper peel.
Terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, yeah. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here today on behalf of the United Colonies, but I'm here a member of the collective just like you.
Ah, so you're the one they called about. Failed to mention you were collective-born. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives.
Yes.
Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Wow. Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One to convince me. Understood.
Cross your fingers. Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out.
I'm listening.
The collective's my home. I just want what's best for it. And that's working with the UC.
In the end, we all just want to be safe in our little fiefdoms, don't we?
Yeah. The Terraform Xenoweapons project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions.
She got some big
Your
lips.
access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it.
I think she got
Go
stung
in
by a bee.
once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
Agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
glad I was able to convince her.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there.
Yes, my captain?
Here, I'll reach out to Deputy.
Very well. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
It's one likely allies, I guess. People often mistake rivals for enemies. We don't have to like each other to do the right thing.
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the ambassador's office.
Yeah, but you're not allowed in the bathroom after what you did earlier. Stinking it up in there. Using all the toilet paper. Think that shit grows on trees? Wait. Yes, it does. Never mind. Toilet paper is paper, which comes from trees. Never mind. But still, you're not allowed in the bathroom. Stink it up in there.
Exactly. It's like when someone insults you.
Apply for a job at the what? I thought I was gonna be going off world, like to these, talk to these different ambassadors. I'm carrying too much to fast travel. Great. Wow, this place looks abandoned. I wish I could call the ship and ask for, like, Sarah or whoever to join me. defenses. Great. None of these are gonna work. There we go. That should give me a helping hand. Ooh, cool. Kind of creepy sounds. Creepy. Ooh, a level. 16 bullets. Woohoo! Come on, change the man back. Jesus. Levels, let me I had all the turrets on my side. This is only in that one section. I wish I had a shotgun. Some more health. Ridiculous. Stealth doesn't do shit. I still get spotted even though I'm crouched. Oh, it's locked. Jesus. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. This might help me survive for 30 seconds. Long enough to take out the turret and the robot. Out of ammo. Jesus. Jesus. 3 bullets left. Man, what am I supposed to do? They don't give you enough ammo and shit. And health packets. Running in this place in my flannel shirt and cargo pants. How am I supposed to survive this? I still have 55 minutes before streaming. There's so many enemies in here. I don't have the computer skills to get in this room. I may have to come back later and go do something else. Wait till that goes down the edge. Then I'm gonna try to take out the turret carefully. I'm gonna leave this and come back and do this later. I get some more skills. There's way too many robots in here. I'm gonna do this. I saw that moving up there. What the hell? Inaccessible. Great. Skills to get in the door. Enough ammunition. I can't access that. Fast travel out of here to the commercial district. Go sell some junk. Go do a main story mission. I don't have the computer skills to get in that door. I have to work on that. Getting those skills. Ugh. Man.
Hello.
We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by.
I bet.
You're only as safe as your equipment out there. I would never dream of selling substance. Yes, by all means, have a look.
There we go.
Yes, by all means. Be careful out there.
Alright. Sold some junk.
Something to report?
Still on very easy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
What if I could change the color of my ship? Or if this one is just gonna be white. Surely I can change the color.
You should see some of the ships with your Anthony. Hey, I'm breaking my concentration.
Broken Constellation Space Helmet. Nightwear. A square apple. Ramen noodles. Chocolate bites. Gummy bugs. Huh.
Ship for each planet. There's plenty of havoc with Bethesda. Anything I can help you with? Sure, how about it?
Let's see. Shipbuilder. I don't see an option to change the color. Oh well.
Good day, Captain.
Good day, Vector. Packer, whatever it is. Something with a V. Vector.
I heard you're fluent in over 24 verbal and body
Dad,
language.
have you ever tried Aurora?
Remarkable.
Great.
No.
Laying down on my bed. What's up with
Not in
that?
a long time, sweetheart. Not since you were born.
was it like?
Terrible. Terrible. It was terrible. Stay away from that stuff. Trust me. It's the worst.
Figures he'd lay down like right before I got to the bed.
Star Station LO868. You need the eye? Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
Tomorrow I'll be able to stream longer, but today, wife and I gotta go run some errands.
Usig Isaac. Usag Isaac. I am your sidekick, your shadow, your tail. How do you think this adventure is going? Great? Fantastic? A moment in time we'll treasure forever?
What's her name?
I'm thinking all three.
Sarah.
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Yes, thank you. Not sure where Sarah is. I'm just gonna have her tag along.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
And here I thought I was the only one in Constellation who worked out. Nice arms, dude.
Ah, gotta pass the hours on the Star Station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me. Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Someone should have grabbed you. It was incredible.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Understood. I need to check on these leads in person.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
I'll keep an eye out for her, Andreja.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
So you retired from the Crimson Fleet? Didn't know that happened.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
I need to increase the size of my ship. It's getting a little crowded on my ship. I was just thinking about that. I got like 1 bed.
Hi, Captain. It is pleasant to see you. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now! It's so
I'll land back on the planet here real quick. See if I can increase the length of the ship. I haven't messed around with that too much. But now that my crew is getting larger, it's getting a little crowded. I hate that it teleports me like right near the mission. I wish it'd give you a choice to land just on the damn landing pad and like the spaceport.
right through the checkpoint.
Shut up.
It just doesn't add up. Spaceport has empty.
Need some. Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, how about it?
How about it? Alright. I don't know how to, like, separate the ship and, like, add, like, a bigger stuff. Hull ship loader allows you to fully design, modify, and paint your ship. Floor gauge to the right cell. Floor gauge to the right tells you where new modules will appear. When the floor gauge is at 0 year, for example, new modules will be placed in the center mass of the ship. Building new ship modules will cost credits, and deleting them will give you back credits. The ship loader will keep a running total and process the entire transaction at the end. There is a flight check that will give you warnings or errors if your design is invalid for any reason. Alright. See, passenger slots 2 for the hull. Land thrusters. Not what I wanted to do. Where do you select? And you get a bigger hole on there. Lord have mercy. I guess you can't change the color of that. All right. How do you select different holes?
Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Wow, the shield breaker. Wait. Value 279,425 credits. That's 132,000. 104,000. 72,000. Ships are expensive.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna have to watch a video later of how to increase the size of the ship. If my buddy Shane was on right now, he'd probably be able to tell me, because he's been playing the game a bit longer than me. About a week longer than me. 5 days longer. I guess I probably need to buy newer holes or whatever, and then put that on the ship. I don't see no option to buy them in this section here. Can't buy any of that shit here. Alright. Let's get going to the next mission. While I have the time.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
No. Trying to increase the size of my ship, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Where the hell is Sarah at?
It must be great to be able to see yourself whenever you want. I bet your whole house is full.
Cool now. Okay. Sarah must be back in the lodge. On the planet I was just on. I figured she'd come back in the ship when I told her,
Hello. Greetings, Captain. I have no objections.
I won't be surprised if there's some kind of pirates here or something. Damn. Yep.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
My name is Thunder. I'm not here to hurt you.
You are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
We were instructed to provide backup in case of unforeseen difficulties. That appears to no longer be necessary.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Looks like maybe they had a good reason.
Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. We are here for the artifact. We should keep going. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
They didn't have many rounds on them. How much does it cost? I was gonna sneak up on that one guy.
This encounter will likely end in your death.
Maelstrom. Oh.
You are not statistically likely to survive this encounter.
What's going on?
Extremely high.
Sound glitch, maybe?
Performing that feat regularly could lead to permanent injury.
Yeah, a little handgun. Good Lord. That's gonna get old quick. press no. That's gonna get annoying. Try to reload my game save. See if that stops the sound glitch. Good old Bethesda. I thought I swapped out weapons. I guess I didn't do it after they saved it, after I swapped out.
Why do they even try? Gotta get off here in a few minutes. Let's see what this face trucker suit looks like. Goofy as hell. Snake oil. Excuse me. Best not to leave anything useful behind.
this catwalk looks sketchy. This guy's like oblivious. Modified calibrated Kraken.
I cannot wait for
Oh, it's some kind of like Uzi. Alright guys, be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the stream and to help support the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more streams and stuff from me. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. My wife and I have got some errands to do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.